YouTube, you decided, and I'm not going to disappoint. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Every day I wake up, 500 subscribed. Every day I wake up, 1,000 subscribed. What did I do to you? Thank you so much. It seems like I was lost and you guys needed my services. I'm not going to disappoint, okay? Today, let's talk about different kinds of green cards beyond the DV Lottery 2023. I know many of us, actually, not just a few. We are disappointed, okay? And here I am to give you hope. Do not be disappointed, because that was just for those who are lucky. The rest of us, we don't have to be lucky. There are things we can do to improve our chances of getting green cards, okay? So even before I start, let me start with my own story, because many of you are following me for the first time or subscribing. This is YouTube. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for following. You have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. Thank you so much. Of course, janetrangi67@gmail.com if you have any questions. janetrangi.com, you'll get all my contacts. Let's put that aside. This is how I came to America. For those who are subscribing for the first time, I came here as a registered nurse, but that's not what took me to the embassy, okay? I went to the embassy. I requested to come on an English program, okay? English as a second language, all right? It was only 9 months. And I did that video. It went viral, but many people have been applying for that, but things have changed. Unless you're from a French-speaking country, Portuguese, you know, the embassy is having issues with that, because to be quite honest, now I'm helping people get admissions in universities, and I find most universities are actually waiving the English language for many African students, for people from the Sunshine Continent. So to be quite honest, the embassy probably will not give you a visa on that, okay? I'm not saying they will not, but I'm just saying you have to do some work to convince them why you want to come on this English program. But having said that, that is how Janet came to America, okay? I came like that. All right, and I've told you my embassy story and what I did to improve my chances. Of course, you know, Nancy is here. Nancy Wairimu, thank you so much, and everyone else that will come in later, okay? YouTube has decided to give me numbers, and I'm not going to disappoint, okay? So I want consistency. So after I went to the embassy, all right, as a student F1, came on this English program. I worked so hard, of course. You've heard my story. Within 30 days, I did the NCLEX exam. I passed, and I got a sponsorship. The hospital gave me sponsorship. Of course, if you pass NCLEX, you get registration in one of the states. They give you a license, and then a hospital will pick you up. The hospital becomes a sponsor. The sponsor is the one that will give you a green card. Are we on the same page? My school, by the way, was in Vermont. I came to Vermont. It was called St. Michael's College, Vermont. That is how I came, all right? And then when I passed, my sponsor took me to New Jersey. By the way, I did the exam in Nevada. And I've had some of you asking me whether you are lab technologists or RNs. You ask me, Janet, if I get a state license, does it mean I can only work in that state? And I'm like, no. For instance, in my case, I did the Nevada license. In fact, I used to get job offers from Las Vegas. I never stepped there until later on when I went to visit. So I got my license in Nevada. So always my home state will be the state of Nevada. That is licensed by examination. That is the language they use, licensed by examination. So when I was licensed by examination in the state of Nevada, I was picked up by a hospital in New Jersey. So therefore, I needed a nursing license in the state of New Jersey, and I went through a process called endorsement. Therefore, I became licensed in New Jersey by endorsement. Later on, I moved to California. Again, I endorsed my license. They always ask, my home state by examination is Nevada. Nevada will always send the information to the new state, and then I got actually, in my case, I got licensed by endorsement. So I hope you're understanding. Then I moved from California to Texas. Again, I got licensed by endorsement. But this time I was tired of moving up and down. I entered what they call the compact state. Those days we had like 26 states under compact. I'm not sure now many states could have joined, but that means since I'm licensed in Texas, and Texas is part of a compact state, it means that I can work up to 26 states without asking for a new license. So I thought I can give you that background. So if you are a nurse, of course, that is how you'll come. You can come as a student, and then later on pass the exam, find an agent for that matter, or a sponsor, and then that's how they will change. They changed my visa from student F1 to green card. Student F1 to permanent residency. Did the green card come out immediately? No. But was that important? No. Why? Because as they continue to change my status, I was online waiting for the green card, but they gave me a work authorization card. The other name for work authorization card is EAD. So long as you have the EAD, you can go to the DMV, motor vehicles, apply for a driver's license. You can get a social security number. Initially, as a student, I had a social security number that was written not allowed to work in the United States. But as soon as I was in that process of changing from student to permanent residency, the other name for permanent residency is green card. During that process, of course, they gave me a new social security, but with the same name. I mean, with the same number, but they just removed those words because now I could work here in the United States legally. Okay, when my green card was ready after 1.5 years, in California, some people, it was only taking 6 months. Of course, I was able now to bring my family. So that is one of the ways. So beyond, did I win a green card lottery? No. So stop dreaming like you have to. So nursing is one of those pathways which Janet has told you many times. Even if you have another degree, you can always do accelerated nursing. You can do LVN and progress into RN, or you can go to a community college and do associate's degree and claim a green card. Okay, so let's talk. That's enough for the nurses. Lab technologies, again, you can do the same process just like international nurses do. This is the process in a summary. Of course, you'll go to CGFNS, go register there, have an account, send your documents there. They evaluate your documents. You do English exam. They certify you as a visa screen. They do background checks. They tell the states that you're ready to do exams. You pick one state, you do an exam, you get licensed. After that license, you look for a job. The job now becomes a sponsor. Did you need a green card lottery 2023? No. Okay, some of you, you'll come here as students. You will find an American citizen. You will get married. Okay, some of you, you'll come here. You will fear persecution. You are probably gay. And you know, let me just spend time here. I never speak about this, but let me just be direct, because I don't know who I'm helping somewhere. And I'm saying this because I used to do like it's a video. Until one day, I was on Facebook and I was scrolling. You know how you go in the pictures? And I scrolled, and I'm sorry to say this, okay? There were 2 instances. There's one where 2 men were getting married. I think it was in Kenya. And I went to the comment section. Some of the people in the comment section were talking about death. They are talking about stoning these people to death because they are very, you know, they were, and that is sad. I don't want to use some of the words they were using. So you can see, if such a couple comes to America and they seek asylum, it's true, their life is in danger because they come from a society where people use religion to persecute them. Do you understand? I'm not saying I agree with any of the practices here, but some of you put religion, and my religion doesn't tell me to kill people. My religion tells me murder is a bad thing. So who are you to decide that you are going to kill people because they are gay? So mind your language, okay? That was very sad. So such people, if you come here as a student or you come here as a visitor and you have evidence where people have been threatening your life because you're gay, you happen to love other women, you happen to love other men, and you have evidence, yes, you can seek asylum, and yes, you'll get a green card. Do you understand? Today I had to be very open. And can I give you another example? Because sometimes when you have these positions of, you know, where we can reach more people, it's better for us to speak so people understand how we think, because you can change someone's life out there. This is another example where, again, I saw on Facebook, and I don't want to be graphic, but I saw this man, he was hanging dead on a tree. Okay, and I went to the comment section, and the other person was saying, I wish I was there to give me a second rope to finish them. So you guys, sometimes there are people who are very inhumane. Do you understand? So such people, if they come to the United States, they can seek asylum because they fear for their lives. That one I've come to confirm with my own eyes. I've seen in the communities back home how some of you use barbaric language, okay? You just, maybe you are not exposed. And I don't, not everyone, but I've seen some of you, your comments, the way you talk. That is exactly why America and Canada gives asylum to gay people, to gay marriages, because they are judged and they are highly persecuted. I've never experienced it, but I've seen it on Facebook with my own eyes. Now I understand, okay? If you are a gay person and you're listening to me now, okay, if you get your way into Canada or America, please seek asylum, because your life is not safe. I can tell you right now, your life is not safe. Based on what I saw on social media, your life is not safe. And there are other practices that people have out there that they can easily be persecuted, okay? I had to throw that one in there because asylum is one of the ways. People think it's just war, war, war. No, there are other things like religious persecution. Maybe you are Muslim in a place where people are Christians, or you are Christian where people are Muslims. So religious persecution, political persecution, maybe your views are very tough to the government. That is another way how people seek asylum. Religious persecution, political persecution, and belonging to certain social groups. That can lead into, you know, you asking for asylum. Asylum, basically, if you get a good lawyer, it will lead to a green card, permanent residency. Another thing, if you are a Catholic priest or a Catholic nun, or you work in the churches, or you are a catechist and you have some level of Christian education, you can request to get what? A green card. Another thing, if you come here as a professional, let's say you finish your master's, your PhD, you can ask the university to file for you something we call H-1B. If they like you, again, they can keep you and file for you a green card. Okay, so there are many, many examples. For many of you, of course, if you come here and you're young, you are 21, you are 22, you can fall in love. We are many people who are from home. We are from the Sunshine Continent. We are maybe single. We don't have boyfriends. We don't have girlfriends. We don't have wives. In fact, can I tell you a story? When I went to Vermont, okay, when I was in Vermont, this lady used to work in the cafeteria, and she asked me, Janet, have you met the Lost Boys? The Lost Boys, they used to write on the newspapers, the Lost Boys, because they had refugees coming from Sudan. And she asked me, Janet, where will these people find wives? I only see men. I don't see women. Okay, so what am I saying? Sometimes you need people from your own culture, people that look like you, people like sound like you. Okay, you can come here, and or they can come home. They love you, they marry you. Again, green card. Okay, so green card through marriage. All right, you can have family members that can file for you a green card. For me, I'm a citizen. I can file for my mom a green card. She chose not to come here. My dad passed away, so of course, he will not have a chance to live with a daughter. I can file for my spouse and children, which I already did before my spouse, but my children were born in the US. Okay, now another thing, and by the way, some of you ask if you can file for your siblings. Brothers and sisters, yes, but the line is too long. Can I give you an example? I have one brother, I filed in 2011. He's still on the line. Luckily, he married a nurse, registered nurse. The wife brought him through nursing. Now he has a green card through marriage to a nurse. Do you understand? Now, I have another brother. Let me go with my sister. I filed in 2012. Can I tell you something? She's still on the line. Nothing yet. The lines are just moving too slow. Guess what? The husband came to school on F1 and brought my sister and 2 children on F2. So they are here. When he graduated, they put him on H1B. Right now, they are processing to change from H1B to green card. My sister will get a green card before even the line shows up. The green card I applied for her. And I hope this one answers some of your questions. Janet, I applied for the green card. What will I tell them in the embassy? They know everyone applies the green card lottery. I've done the DS-160. They do not ask about the green card. They ask about people, if someone has ever filed for you a green card here in America, okay? And most of you have not. Most of you have only done the lottery, okay? But the question in the DS-160, it's very, very clear. Has anyone ever petitioned on your behalf? That is not the green card lottery. That is like my case. My brother said yes. Guess what? He was not denied a green card when he came with a wife. Did they know about it? Yes. Did he say the truth? Yes. My brother-in-law, he brought my sister on F2. Did they ask if someone has filed a green card in America? She said, yes. My sister is a citizen and she petitioned for me what? A green card. Guess what? They never denied her F2. So it's about you being sincere, looking into their eyes and telling them the truth. Now my sister will benefit from the husband. Well, I don't know if the line moves, maybe, but it was 2012. I applied for my brother. He works in Uganda, in Angola. He's still in Kenya with his children. But the reason why I put him on the line is because his children, by the time they go to high school, maybe the green card will be ready, and now my brother can bring his children to American university. So there is nothing that goes to waste. So the short answer is yes. You can file for your family members, okay? You can file for your family members, but it takes long, okay? Siblings over 21. The people that, by the way, anytime you win a green card, the green card is just not for you. So long as you filed your papers right, the green card, when it comes out, they have a green card ready for your spouse, okay? Children under 21 and married, they qualify. Parents, okay, those ones, they don't have to wait. The only time they wait is the processing time, which by that time the green card is available. They just have to send it to the Visa National Center, and then the embassy will process. So that waiting period is what people wait for. So, okay, so for you, you have to think who you are. Are you going to come here as a student? If you come here as a student, choose wisely. Which course will help you secure a green card? Okay, so your chances are much higher to come as a student rather than waiting to get the DV lottery. Although I keep on saying DV lottery 2023 was plan A, in my mind I always know it's plan D. That is the truth. Plan A is student visa, J1 visa, visiting visa, okay, fiancé visa. All those are plan A, B, and C. And of course, Canada is the biggest. If you give me to choose for you, 30 your chances of getting through the American embassy, because most of you don't have, if you have good bank statements, don't get me wrong, you have a high chance. But if your bank statement is borrowed, you do not have enough funding, your chances are about 30% to get through that embassy, okay? Now, if you have good education, the chances go higher. If you have good money, the chances go higher, because you are more likely to prove that you will go back home. But many of you thinking of coming to America, all right? By the way, I realized many people used to ask me, Janet, can I come as a truck driver? And I used to tell them, how? Come as a visitor, come. Until I met a lawyer who is actually filing. Every day I meet new things. Okay, every day I meet new things. So I was surprised. There's actually a lawyer I saw who is filing for someone as a truck driver. So I'm going to follow up really, really close. Okay, one of my followers came to ask me to help him fill the paperwork, and I saw the lawyer. So I'm like, okay, so I guess it's possible for them to apply for someone truck driving. Okay, if you need that information, janetrangi67@gmail.com, or go to janetrangi.com. I can help you if you are a truck driver, especially people from Zimbabwe and Botswana. You like asking me that question. I thought that was interesting. That is the good reason why you keep on following Janet, because you never know when I'll come up with new information. Okay, these days I try to, because I used to like put everything on the website, and people just swarm and spoil for everyone else. These days I prefer consultation, and people that take me seriously, they're the ones I tell serious things, because I don't hide anything. You understand? But what I don't want is to see an opportunity, and then the next day, because many people grab, they are running for free things. You find like one website has 3,000 people in one day, and America is wondering, where are these people coming from? So I've learned the hard way. Did I love that I've been giving you this information? Of course, yes. And do I give enough information for you to do these things yourself? Of course, yes. I never try to shortchange everyone, or anyone for that matter, okay? But I just thought I had to speak to some of you. J1, I know. I don't even help people with J1, because I've actually put it out there for teachers, for camp counselors, for agriculture students. I put it out there for everyone to try. But of course now, what I like is the knowledge is in our community now. For generations to come, people will be coming. We are no longer in the dark. When it comes to J1 visa, people know Janet said teachers can go. Janet said truck drivers can go. I mean, agriculture students can go. All those people, you understand? But the reason I'm here today, if you did not win, think what Janet is saying. How do you come here? You have to find a way to take that plane to show up in the airport, because we are not in Mexico. Of course, we are not going to take the aeroplane, go to Mexico and truck through the border. It's too dangerous. Okay? I mean, some people do that, but it's dangerous. You understand? that's not what we are wanting. Okay, we want us to know how we are going to land safely, legally, by understanding the law, by understanding our opportunities, okay, so that we can do the right thing. Do you understand? Of course, I'll come and continue telling you so many ways of coming to America with green cards. Thank you so much for subscribing on Janet Rangi. My numbers have been going high, and I said I'm not going to disappoint. Every day I wake up 500 more. Every day I wake up 1,000 more. I'm like, oh, I must be doing everything right. Okay, if we continue at this rate, it means by the end of the year, I'll be 100,000. I highly appreciate that YouTube and you guys recognize my work and you are actually giving back to me. Of course, I went to school. I never used to give attention to YouTube. But since I started giving attention, I can see YouTube is responding. I can see my subscribers are responding. So I must be doing something right, okay? So thank you so much. I can't wait to see you in the next video. My goal is to leave you better than you found me. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Asanteni sana. I'll see you in the next video. Kwaherini. Zikomo, okay? Muchas gracias. Okay, adios. Bye-bye.